American Aquarium. I hope he breaks your heart. You're listening to Lone Star in the mornings. We're finally here. I'm here.
We are here.
We are here.
I am here.
You're listening, like I said, Lone Star in the morning. Sorry to cut you off. I got to let people know because we haven't been in here till now. It's 9:01, and it's usually the switch hour on Fridays.
The switch hour.
So due to current conditions of the weather,
the polar Arctic.
Yeah, I like this kind of weather.
The polar vortex.
No, I mean, it's just cold weather. It's just been raining and been cold.
Well, we are in Texas, and we have this bipolar attitude with it, and sometimes when Texans experience any kind of cold below 30, it's a big ordeal. It is.
Well, I mean, what's funny is I'm getting messages, and we had to send out to people, let them know what's going on with Montgomery County. I got a message from the Lone Star Family Health Center. They're not opening the doors for patients till 1 p.m. today.
Really?
Yes.
1 p.m.
1 p.m. They do the extreme weather condition. Yes, or the regular services and stuff like that. That's what's going on. So,
well, if you're listening in and you're cuddled up in a blanket, we have some good tunes for you. And some good topics.
Yeah, my topics are good. My tune's different. We're here with Switchblade. Switchblade found a list. And what's the correct subject line?
The correct subject line is the 19 songs to warm you up on a chilly day.
Okay. But we're not going to listen to 19 songs, though.
No, but I'm just saying, there's a few to pick from.
Well, we're playing mine first.
Okay, well, then mine's going to be second.
Okay. Mine has nothing to do with warming anybody up.
But mine's a little more brighter, cheery. Oh, yeah. To get people going.
Yeah. I mean, this morning was a lot of fun driving here. I saw several accidents.
There were some icicles.
I even saw the face of somebody experiencing near death. That was cool. This guy going behind me, he's probably traveling at 60 miles an hour. I'm like, this guy's just going to...
too fast.
Yeah, I was like, this guy's just going to hit it. And when he passed me, he literally went from the far right lane to all the way to the shoulder to the left. And he spun around 3 times, and his face was like, oh, my God. It was really great. And of course,
I'm sad that I missed out on that.
Well, my favorite thing is I couldn't control myself because I wasn't even accelerating because they're going over a bridge.
You were just looking.
Well,
bystander, is that the word?
No, I was going that slow, and he totally saw me, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, I shouldn't be laughing at this guy, and but I did.
This is great.
I did. Some people, I don't know why the idea gets in their heads to travel more than 40 miles an hour when there's a huge sign blinking going, driving discouraged. Icy road conditions exist. That's how they named it. And
because there's a rule, and then they want to break it. It's like one of those things like you can't
you really
do
think
it,
so?
And then just like your mom teaches you, don't put your hand on the hot burner, and then there's a part of you where you're like, you want to.
We can get Gigi in here. Gigi's here, our special guest. She's going to be here with the Switch Hour for a couple weeks. I hope she was making tea this morning. I think.
Yeah, she was a little too late. That Earl Grey needed a set a little stronger for her.
Yeah, I was late for our morning date with biscuits and honey, and
he really showed that. Hopefully that's not how he really truly dates.
What, being late late on a date? No.
I mean, but with this icy weather conditions,
I made biscuits.
No, okay, everyone, let me just
get over that.
Make Richard's head a little larger.
Yeah.
His biscuits were amazing. I call them the Riskets. Because they're Richard biscuits. So
those were the best Riskets ever.
But not only was this Risket delicious, it also was coated on top of it was Tupelo honey. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not tried Tupelo honey, I think this is something that you need to purchase and have in your life because your life will be changed with it's not a typical honey.
And it's also good to give to older people. When I say older people,
I give it to Richard.
Yeah.
Older people.
Who can't get out of their seat because they'll sit there and just lick their fingers all day.
But hey, if you're walking around town, I mean, it looks kind of busy.
I see 3 cars.
Yeah, I see a good amount.
I see 3 cars.
If you're here, stop by.
Yeah. I'm going to be here all day. I'm going to be out. We got some biscuits here. Yeah. If you want to stop by, I'll give you a biscuit.
Try out a Risket with some Tupelo.
Yeah. We got 32 ounces of Tupelo honey left, so
it's going fast, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I think Gigi's taking her sweet time getting ready. Other topics we're going to talk about. I asked this question in the middle of the week with Switchblade, and the question is, why is it hard to make friends as you get older?
Or as an adult.
Yeah. Or as an adult. I would say, you can do as you get older or as an adult, whichever way you want to word it. But that's the question I asked her, and I go, think about it. Why don't you sit down, Gigi? You're distracting me. What's going on?
I know the answer to this.
Don't answer it yet.
Yeah, what's coming up? What I'm asking the listeners to do is think about it for the first 2 segments of the Switch Hour, and then start calling in. So start calling in around 9:30, 9:40, 936-647-3776. Because I know personally I'm pretty close to all my friends, but we don't speak every day. And now we have ways like Snapchat I got introduced to a couple days ago, and I'm going a little overboard with that. And I'm still kind of conflicted with Snapchat because most of the pictures I send, I want to keep. So I'm
then you can.
There's a save function.
Well, I know, but why wouldn't I just send them a picture instead of a Snapchat?
What if you don't want them to save that picture? They may have the option to save that picture.
I don't send pictures like that. I haven't come across where I send a picture like that, where I don't feel safe sending them that picture. But then I guess I've only been using it for 3 days. Maybe I could go down the dark tunnel one day.
Well, I'm still disappointed that Richard hasn't expressed that he has a Snapchat, because we've been telling him, even Sue, she's not here, but we've been telling him to get one, and he's like, oh no.
I still haven't figured it out why.
In that.
I mean,
now
my favorite one, for a couple of days, I didn't know you could type on it. So I was literally drawing my messages to people.
You're supposed to be this techie person.
Well, they don't tell you right out. Usually they have like a tutorial or something.
Well,
and
maybe
it's just,
you missed the tutorial or something.
Yeah, and then it's the way to do it. You have to click on the screen. You don't have to click on a button. You just click the screen. Well, I've already processed everything. Especially when you take the picture, it already gets you to the next step. Like, oh, send it. And I'm like, no, I want to do something with it. So
what do you want to do with it, Richard?
Well, I want to write on it.
Okay.
Well, Richard, did you also know that you can change like the effects for it?
Yeah.
Put the
but I don't know how to do
time,
it.
and you got to swipe to the left or the
Yeah,
right.
See, I didn't know that either, so I appreciate that.
Well, because my buddy Alan, he's been changing it up all the time. I'm like, how are you doing this? You're a magician.
He's cool.
I go, do you have another version of Snapchat? And I've been having a good time with it though, because it's funny. You get upset because I don't Snapchat you, but I see you every day. I don't see Alan every day.
Snapchat me.
I'm Snapchatting right now live footage to Alan.
Oh, great.
Yeah, no, this is gonna be good. This is on air Snapchatting.
So,
what? Oh, you have to put your hat on for Alan? Oh.
No, my hair's getting in my way. I'm close to ponytail. I'm close to it.
Oh, that's good. Can we braid your hair later?
Oh, no.
Switchblade, I know Switchblade can do a mean braid, so.
I believe it. She's a hairstylist, so.
Just on the side.
But other than that question, I hope you guys are letting that question sink in.
Yeah. Say the question again so people they can.
Why is it hard to make friends as an adult?
Okay.
Pick me.
Well, no, we'll talk about it later. I'm just
Whoa, what's in that jar?
Oh, my mason jar.
Slow your roll.
But what else are we gonna talk about here? That was that's what I'm bringing to the table, is that question.
Oh well, I worked hard and I got some answers for that. But also, I had looked up on some things. And what's your home state signature cocktail? Beverages for the weekend. I mean, people that live in these states or in America, there's a signature cocktail for each and every one. So I was going to just bring up a couple.
Texas? That's a good question.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I don't even know.
What would be Texas? Think about it. The surrounding.
Okay.
I also want to talk a little bit about the Justin Bieber arrest. You heard about that?
I'll do that.
Yeah, no, that's going to be good.
The only thing I saw about that, and I kind of laughed, because they had a picture, or what do you call it, the mugshot, and someone goes, they photoshopped it a little bit, and it looked exactly like Miley Cyrus. So it said like with makeup, without makeup, because they have the same haircut, I guess. And it really looked pretty funny, but I guess it's not.
Oh, no, yeah. And it's like they said twerk it, Bieber, or something like that. And then also 20 things nobody really told you about before moving out of Texas, which is pretty interesting.
Okay. We got to choose one of those. We can't just do all this stuff.
Yeah, but
no, it's a good list, because
things.
I moved out of Texas, and
yeah, you did. You went to California, right?
I did, and it was terrible.
Really?
You never
California
realized
is terrible?
No, California is absolutely beautiful, but it's not Texas.
That's true.
And you never realize like how much you have in Texas that you don't take advantage of until you move somewhere else and you don't have any of it. So
I would be the guy who has the firearm on him, and then when you go to California, you get in trouble for it.
I can
that's
believe
what we
that.
have going on.
I'm just kidding. I don't carry a fire. I don't trust myself yet. I think when I hit like 45, then I'll start carrying a weapon, because I don't trust myself right now. I also want to announce to people there's a new newspaper in Montgomery County.
Oh, I did get that.
Yeah, it's called Public News, and it basically is provided by a guy who puts together the whole paper is just about Montgomery County. and they're free, and you can probably pick them up really anywhere. He was hustling and bustling last night going
Yeah, I
through.
met him. I had the privilege of meeting him.
Ken, and he, yeah, we're gonna start publishing our schedule in it. So if you want to know what's going on with Lone Star and you want to read it on a piece of paper, it's going to be in the public news. And then, but yeah, it's basically it's articles written by local people. It's about local people. I mean, I guess it's more of the same as the Courier, but they don't have Associated Press writers.
That's cool. It's more for the city of Conroe.
Yeah, for Montgomery.
Oh, Montgomery County.
Montgomery County. You're
Got
forgetting
it.
that. It's called Public News. And
Thank you for,
Sam Houston's on the front cover
telling me that.
today. My goal is to be on the front
The
cover.
land of Sam.
I'm thinking the
land of Risket.
the creator of Riskets and have my
Creator
head.
of Riskets.
But what I'll do is I'll increase my head size
No, I
by
think it'd be perfect.
20%, 30%.
Are you thinking more of like a baby shot, or are you like a current day beard and all?
No,
long
my
hair?
head just needs to be bigger,
Okay.
so people get the idea who I am. Right?
No, I think so. I want you to become
That's
the
good.
land of Sam.
The land of Sam. But yeah,
All
that's,
right, let's
that's
hear your
kind of
pick
cool.
of song though. Let's hear what's
Oh,
going on.
we're going. We're going.
Yeah,
to,
we're
well, it's
going.
only 9/11.
Oh,
So,
9/11.
but
Praying for a country.
oh golly. So okay, we'll leave. I'm gonna give a little weather forecast. It's 27 degrees outside.
Burr.
27 degrees. They expected low though. This is what I don't get. You go to these places and they give you these low and highs, but if the low is higher than the current, I don't know how that.
So is it the high or is it the low?
I don't know. Well, I think what they're talking about tonight. The low tonight is going to be 29 degrees, so it's still going to be the
Burr.
same. So it's going to be pretty cool, but there's no
Sounds
rain.
like a fire.
There's no expected rain, which is nice.
It's good.
Today it's going to be cloudy with a high near 37, north wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. That's today.
Wow.
And tonight mostly cloudy with a low around 29, calm wind becoming southwest around 5 miles an hour after midnight. Isn't
so
that great?
glad I know this.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
That's
Okay.
very informative.
So
Thank you.
I'm gonna play my song. I'm gonna play my
Okay.
song. I heard it earlier this week, and it's been going with me all day,
Okay.
all week. It's been going with me. I like this stuff.
I hope it's good.
And this is a classic. So if you're out there that like 50s, 60s pop, this is good.
is this
good
going to
stuff.
make me feel warm on this cold day?
I mean, it gets me singing.
Okay.
So is that what makes you warm? I know it gets me moving
Maybe.
around the studio.
I'll
so.
let you know after commercial break.
Okay, here's Doris Troy. Just one look. You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio Switch Hour.
Hello, I'm Mark Hader.
And this is Cindy Cochran inviting you to join us on the Cindy and Mark Show each weekday morning from 10 to 11 here on Lone Star Internet Radio.
Super Cindy, but I believe it's the Mark and Cindy show.
Huh? Yes, it is, Mark. And it's broadcast live on Lone Star Internet Radio here in beautiful downtown Conroe. Oh, the exciting things we'll talk about, the interesting guests you'll get to meet, the wonderful gifts we'll give away, and the tons of...
Wait. Gifts? There are no gifts. I'm not giving away anything. Why do you get to decide on what we do? It's Mark and Cindy, remember?
Oh, yeah? Well, so ladies and gentlemen, tune in and we'll all find out who gets to decide stuff. Weekday mornings at 10 here on Lone Star Internet Radio. How was that?
It could have been worse. You could have sung your part.
Oh, yeah, wait. It's the Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show. The Mark and Cindy Show.
Hi, this is Erica Tullis, Executive Director of the Breast Cancer Charities of America. The Breast Cancer Charities of America is a national nonprofit organization with our headquarters in The Woodlands, Texas. We focus on non-invasive breast cancer research and helping the true patient that is going through breast cancer. Through our Help Now Fund, we help women pay the rent and utilities while going through their breast cancer treatment. It's unlike any other program that truly is out there. We are here to help the woman. Our phone number is 936-231-8460. For more information or to get involved or to even make a donation, please visit our website, www.igopink.org.
Told you that was a good song. You guys just don't trust me. I like the music I choose. How does that warm up your day? I hope the audience will warm
Man,
up
I
your
felt
day.
a little warmed up actually.
That's good. I told you
I
that
did.
song's really good. I heard that today, or I heard that on Tuesday, I think, and it's just been sticking with me.
That's
Here,
good.
I hear it at least once a day. That's a good song, right?
It was a good song. It was a very good song.
Thank you. Yeah.
I felt like we should have done like a slow dance or like this like little upbeat dance, you know.
Well,
Why weren't you dancing?
Why wasn't I dancing? Because I was doing other stuff. I'm always doing something else. You'll see it on
Pathetic.
I want to know if the audience has checked out our videos on YouTube.
I don't know.
Because last show's updated, and we have a problem right now though, because Gigi doesn't want to be on camera. So if you're gonna watch this,
And you're watching it now.
well, no. If you're watching it, it's probably gonna be uploaded tonight. But if you're watching, you're wondering like, who the heck is this third person? Don't worry about her. She's
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm the mysterious.
I'm gonna cut her
voice.
off because she doesn't want to be on camera. She won't even be on the air.
Oh,
That's how we're treating her right now.
That's-
No, I'm just kidding.
Rude.
I know.
risk it.
But we're back. You're listening to the Switch Hour. We're here every Friday morning at 9 o'clock, Lone Star Internet Radio.
10.
And these ladies are from the Switch Hair Studio, which is 2 doors down from the Lone Star Internet Radio Studios. I went over there one day. I was like, hey, you want to be on radio? You want to have a show?
And I was like, hey,
Hey,
you want me on your radio?
yeah. Come here and sit down. We got Friday mornings at 9.
I'll be there.
We've been doing it for a while.
Actually, we have, 6 months?
I guess. I have a bunch of recordings I haven't gone through.
Man, we have been doing it a long time.
So, yeah.
Feels good.
But basically what we do, we choose topics that we don't really know a lot about.
Yep.
And then we talk about them. We encourage everyone who's listening to call in, of course. You know where our phone number is yet? I want to know, test these ladies.
It's 936
Six-
6747 7747.
No. You're now,
936-647-3746.
nope. Close. She's closer, though. 936
She's new.
647 3776. That's 936
I was
647
off by one number.
3776. You can find it at the top right of the
377
website, irlonestar.com.
377
6. Yeah. You can call in.
936.
Be on the air with us.
647.
But so the question we asked, you want to get into the question or you want to go to your cocktail stuff?
Let's do the cocktail stuff.
Let's
real
do the
fast.
cocktail stuff.
Let's do the cocktail stuff. Okay, so we live here in Texas. So
Oh,
Richard
man.
asked, just if you didn't
This is a
know.
great opening to this.
So tell me,
What do I think the cocktail
what do you
signature
think
cocktail?
the signature cocktail is here in Texas?
Oh man,
This is going to be
I don't know.
the signature cocktail.
Well, I imagine it's it's some type of whiskey.
Okay, you think.
That's what it's,
All right. Well, why don't we wait? Maybe we can have a caller that calls in.
Well, you can. Oh yeah, okay. Well,
So, but will everyone think about Texas? I'll say some other ones though. So what do you think about New York? It's a busy, happy, happening
Manhattan.
place. A Manhattan? No, it's the Moscow Mule.
This list is horse.
Vodka,
Let's
lime
look.
juice, and ginger
Horse
beer.
poop. Why
No,
would
this
why would
is-
the Manhattan not be the New York?
Why? It's because the cocktail is said to have been invented in 1941 by John G. Martin of G.F. Hubelin Brothers,
I don't know who
East
that
Coast
is.
Spirit producer, and Jack Morgan, president of Cock and Bull Products. So,
It's still horse manure.
what about Ohio?
Do they drink in Ohio?
Something to do with a Buckeye.
It's called the Velvet Elvis.
Oh wow.
It's whiskey, bourbon.
Why are we talking about
Chambord
liquor
berry.
this early in the morning?
Well, because we're getting ready for the weekend. Maybe people want to know. Maybe they're listening and they're in Oklahoma.
I'll
and
forget Gigi and her mason jar.
Oklahoma's signature drink is called the Farmer's Daughter.
Ooh, that's a good
It's-
name.
It's vodka, fresh strawberries, basil leaves, and simple sugar. That actually sounds pretty
Yeah, that
good.
sounds like a farmer's daughter
Yeah.
to me. That sounds good.
Yeah. In Oregon, it's the Flaming Ring of Fire, high proof rum, whiskey, and Tabasco sauce.
Oh, golly.
God.
Golly.
Whoa. Pennsylvania is the Bronx. It's gin, sweet red vermouth, dry vermouth, and orange juice.
That
Ugh.
sounds weird.
Yeah. Oh, this is easy. Rhode Island. The Rhode Island Red, which is tequila, champord. I can always say that. Lemon juice, nectar, orange bitters, and ginger beer as well. Let's see. Okay, what about Tennessee?
She's over
Tennessee
here
is
doing.
the music.
She's Snapchatting with somebody.
Tennessee is music. What do you think Tennessee would be?
Beer.
Okay, no, it's the Lynchburg Lemonade. Actually, sounds tasty. Jack Daniel's whiskey, triple sec, sweet and sour, and Sprite, and then they put like an orange and a cherry on it, which is pretty. Okay,
I like that. That's your ending comment, which is pretty.
it's pretty.
It's a pretty
The
drink.
Washington. This is the Washington apple, vodka, sour apple schnapps, and apple juice. It can be served as a martini, a shooter, or on the rocks.
Okay.
Yeah. But the true ingredient, though, is an actual Washington apple, which makes it even more of a Washington drink. So you're not just using a Texas apple. Wisconsin is where I'm from. It's called the Tom and Jerry, and this actually looks delicious.
Huh, you were born there?
I was born there.
Okay.
And there is called the Tom and Jerry. It's rum, brandy, whiskey, egg whites, vanilla extract, sugar, nutmeg, and powdered milk.
That sounds horrible.
This is a Christmas time cocktail.
That's like a 18-year-old's drink. They're just like, what's in the cupboard? Let's mix some liquor in it.
Yeah, no. Ugh.
We gotta make it now.
Yeah, so
Why is it called the Tom and Jerry?
It's called the Tom and Jerry.
Do they give reasons in this list?
Yeah, it says why. It's because it's a Christmas time cocktail. Was originally created by a journalist, Pierce Egan, in the 1820s. But it doesn't even...
Whoa, can you imagine being a journalist in 1820?
I can't even imagine
Drinking that crap?
Ugh. Gives me like a stomach ache.
Did you say
thinking about
buttermilk or what was in it?
it. Powdered
Milk?
powdered milk. Egg
And
whites.
egg whites.
I didn't know they had powdered milk back then in the 1820s.
Okay, so for the Texas, this is the last. What do you think about the Texas?
I don't know.
Okay. What are our surroundings? What would make Texas a unique thing? Not just that we're
What do you call
like
it? Tumbleweeds.
Okay, maybe close.
Barbed wire fences. Barbed wire.
Okay, no.
Horses. Cows.
I give up.
The dry weather.
Okay, well, the Texas drink of the state is...
Well, just give me the
drum roll,
name. Give me the
drum
name.
roll.
Give me the name. That's what I want. I want the name. I want the name.
The Mexican Martini.
That's unfair. And it sounds really...
But we're
Is there
right by the
vermouth?
border.
Is there
We're right
vermouth
by
in
the
it?
border.
That's a martini?
You know?
Whoever made this list is full of it. Like, come on. A martini's more of like a northern thing. Texas, we don't sit here and sip martinis.
Yeah, I mean... But think about where our
I was thinking
surroundings
whiskey
are.
straight up. That was the drink of choice of Texas, I imagine. Just whiskey straight up.
So, but for Minnesota, I have family in Minnesota as well.
Okay.
And my aunt thinks it's the
Horrible.
toddy.
The hot toddy or the toddy?
The toddy. But it actually says the bootleg. It's bootleg mix, gin, vodka, light rum, and club soda. And they say why. The bootleg cocktails are made specially from bootleg mix, which can only be purchased from the Wood Hill Country Club in Wazata, Minnesota.
Wazata. This list is horrible. This is a horrible
Yeah,
list.
I'm
A
not-
martini for Texas?
Mexican martini.
Well, what's
Have
in
you
it?
ever even
What-
had
what-
a Mexican martini?
Have
They
you
will knock
had-
you up on your feet.
Well, I imagine martinis do. They're like practically alcohol, just alcohol with a little bit of flavor.
The Mexican martini, what is in it is tequila, orange liqueur, sweet and sour mix, lime juice, orange juice, and Sprite.
There's not enough alcohol in that.
Tequila's pretty strong.
I'm just
If
kidding.
you're going
I don't
like
know.
90 proof,
I'm-
100 proof. What is it, 44?
all these are dangerous,
Yeah, no.
especially on these icing conditions.
Utah is the Mountain Derby. Woodford Reserve, grapefruit juice, honey, and lemon juice.
Oh, that sounds great,
It
actually.
It actually looks really pretty too, and they have like a really decorative lemon.
Is that what
I've
gets
been-
you? Is that what gets you?
I've
Switchblade?
actually
If it
been to
looks
Woodford
pretty?
Reserve, and the stuff there is delicious.
I wonder if I could do that if we're at a bar and I'm like, hey, she just wants whatever looks pretty, and I wonder what they would serve you. What do you think they'd serve you?
I don't.
A Midori sour.
Oh, that's pretty neat. Yeah, the layers of that.
Have you ever had a Midori sour, Richard?
No.
Ooh.
Man, I still can't get over the Wisconsin. Really, egg whites, powdered milk.
Well, no. The more important thing about that, it was invented in 1820. So think about what they were drinking. Like that. What do they have in their cupboard in 1820? I didn't even know powdered milk
I
was
don't know.
around.
Look
But
at the photo.
They probably just...
it looks like a
just,
Guinness.
Like, scoop
Yeah,
some...
and or it looks like a
Float.
float.
Yeah. Ice cream
beer
float.
float.
A root beer float.
or-
A root beer float.
Oh.
We got a little excited there, guys.
Calm down.
Yeah, no, I think that was very interesting. So, can we go on to a little bit of Justin Bieber's arrest?
Sure. We got it's 9:25.
Okay.
If you want to squeeze that in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So tell me exactly what happened because I did see that he
Justin
got
Bieber
arrested.
was arrested, and he was charged with driving under the influence, resisting arrest, driving with expired license in Miami Beach. He was like drag racing in this rented yellow Lamborghini.
Rented?
Rented.
What about a...
But they also said that what they found in with him was marijuana. He was high and he had pot on him. He was under the influence of alcohol, so he was drunk.
So he needs to go to
And
jail.
He had prescription medicine, or it wasn't prescribed for him, but he had pills on him. So I know, a yellow rented Lamborghini, drag racing with Khalil.
I bet whoever was in charge of renting that car to him got in big trouble.
Yeah, so he
Can you rent a
failed-
Lamborghini at 18? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 20, I think.
He's 20. Can you rent it? You can't even rent a car. I thought you'd be 24 to rent a
Well,
car.
you know who he is?
Well, doesn't
Do you
matter.
know Justin Bieber?
Yeah, I know. Isn't that Miley Cyrus's alter ego?
Yeah, I think so.
On
In
Hannah Montana?
comparison
The
to
real life
photos.
Hannah Montana?
No, Bieber failed a field
I
sobriety
believe
test and was taken to the Miami Beach station for a breathalyzer. Police said Bieber and Khalil, who he was his friend, who's a rapper, were transported to the Miami-Dade County Jail.
Well, they haven't released if he really was under the influence, or is it more of he has smelt it? He's like, oh yeah, he's underage, so we don't even care. He's
I guess Bieber used the F word to the police officers, and they did not like that.
Yeah,
He
that's
said,
usually not
"What
very
the
smart.
F did I do? I don't know." Yeah, he was refused to get out of his car, and he wouldn't take his hands out of his pockets. They did the courtesy pat down,
no.
and
You know how serious
and
that
he
is.
was like, he said, "I ain't got no effing weapons." That's what he says. Why do you have to search me? What the F is this about? Those are his exact words.
Are you
Bieber.
sure?
Yes.
What are you reading? TMZ.com.
No. He so his attorney, if everyone wanted to know who Bieber's attorney was Roy Black. His bond was $2,500.
No, 2,500 or
It's
25,000.
$2,500. I was incorrect.
Well, he's not
You
going to
were
flee the
wrong.
but
country.
no, this is great. Like, these photos are hilarious. There's even a
Well,
video.
what
a
I'm
Vine
curious
video.
about, I mean, if he's underage, no matter, even if you had a beer, you're still getting in trouble. You're
Oh,
still
no.
you're still under the influence.
And then an expired license. I mean, like, bam, bam, bam. Like, you're just getting nailed.
And then marijuana, apparently.
Yeah.
Is this all true, or is this
No,
more
this
of
is-
like
this is
this has
all-
been reported?
No, this is all true. This is all true. You go look it up.
Well, yeah, but people talk. When did this happen? 2 days ago?
Yeah, 2
Oh,
days
you need
ago.
give it a week, and then you'll actually find out what happened.
Yeah.
Because are they even releasing what he blew?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
They
So
don't say it.
So this isn't even a real report. This some dude's just making
No, this
most of
is
this stuff up.
Man, he looks thug. He's all tatted up now, and his mugshot's hilarious.
Yeah, it's Miley Cyrus.
Let me see.
He's smiling. I want to see if this camera can pick it up.
It can. It picks up this entire room. Even picks up Gigi. Even though she's like on the
great.
other side of the room.
So
I'm
that's
gonna
all I
go
have to
behind
say.
there with you.
I'm just
Richard.
kidding. It doesn't pick you up.
Whatever. He, yeah. So it says updated. Police said Bieber admitted to smoking marijuana, taking prescription medication, and drinking. That's it.
I wish I could do that.
That's it.
I'd fall asleep.
You know, he probably has a fan page being made right at that moment when he got arrested. Release Bieber. All this foundation, like all this money coming into it.
How do
to
you not
release
fall
him.
asleep with all that going in your system
Because he's thug. He's hanging out with his rapper friend Khalil.
and driving a Lamborghini?
I guess so. A rented. That's even better. The rented.
Well, at least he knows how to drive shift.
Yeah, well, they were racing. I guess they were going like, it said 45 or 55 to 60 miles per hour in a 35. That's why they got
Yeah, pulled over.
So, drag racing or something like that.
Man,
They wanted to be like that.
our third wheel
Chris
would be
Tucker.
all over this.
I don't know.
I miss her because
Oh my
Gigi is totally into
Gigi
the.
can't help to put her phone down.
Yeah.
Whoa. Well, I'm just spreading the news and getting people to
Yeah,
listen.
actually, she's the Bieber fan page creator.
Yeah,
That's
she's
what
on it.
doing
She's on it right now.
She's like, oh my gosh, that's such a great
Guilty.
idea. I need to get on there. Okay, we're gonna listen to one of your songs because
Okay.
Justin Bieber. Why
Well,
we-
this is
Is this Switchblade song or is this my song?
Switchblades.
you're in trouble,
Yeah.
G dog. You're in trouble.
G Unit.
G Unit. This song
Yes.
was on one of the lists, the 19 songs to make your day sunny or warm on a cold day.
Okay.
AKA what you should be listening to while you're warming up inside instead of being out in the cold.
Do you
Yeah.
want to introduce it, or you just want to just go straight into
No,
it?
it's I'm walking on sunshine.
Okay.
This is good. Hope you enjoy.
Heck yeah. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joyce with the Corner Pub in downtown Conroe. We're located at the corner of Simonton and North Main, just across the street from the courthouse. The week starts off Monday with open mic, hosted by Alan, and Tuesday nights open mic, hosted by Jeremy Bankhead. And on Thursday evening, McFarland Jams. There's nightly drink specials available every night, all night. And don't forget, live entertainment every weekend. To see a full list of events, visit our website at thecornerpubinconroe.com. So come join us at the Corner Pub, where the deli is open late.
Howdy, howdy, folks. Cable Smith, host of the Lone Star Outdoors Show, inviting you to join me Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 on Lone Star Internet Radio for Texas' premier hunting, fishing, and outdoor talk show. So pour yourself another cup of coffee and pull up that stool a little closer to the old campfire, because if you can catch it or kill it in Texas, we're going to talk about it. That's right. Bucks and ducks, gobblers, monster bass, redfish, trout, and a whole lot more. Plus, you never know what outdoor celebrity is going to drop by, from Phil the Duck Commander Robertson to fishing legend Bill Dance or everybody's favorite uncle Ted Nugent. Heck, we might even mix in an interview and hear some brand spanking new Texas music from one of your favorite Texas musicians like Robert Earl Keen, Brandon Ryder, or the honky-tonk kid himself, Aaron Watson. Loved or hated but never ignored, it's the Lone Star Outdoors Show with me, Cable Smith, Saturday mornings from 7 to 8 right here on Lone Star Internet Radio on irlonestar.com.
She's really enjoying it.
Yeah. You're listening to Switch Hour. Yeah, don't it feel good?
Man, that song we were all dancing.
I had a good time.
We were dancing at 6 o'clock this morning to this song.
Yes, it was a wonderful way to start my number one day.
My
number one day.
Was it because you were with me?
Yes, and I knew that I had my brisket coming over.
my brisket.
The brisket.
In case you guys don't know what a brisket is. It's Richard's famous biscuits.
Right. And last night after dinner, I was talking about
You really telling the story?
Richard's biscuits, and I combined the two words, and I came with brisket, and I thought
so clever.
It was genius.
So
it
clever.
stuck, and it's wonderful. So.
And then made by Betty Cocker. I get it.
Yeah, Betty Cocker. It was made by.
That was me. Welcome to the Switch Hour. We're getting to our third segment. So if you want to call in, where the question was asked, this is when we get serious.
Yeah.
The question was asked, why is it so hard to make friends as an adult? 936-647-3776. We want to hear from you. We'll put you on the air. I'm not even going to screen you. You can start yelling at me if you want. I want to see what's up. So what we're going to do now, that's the question. Why is it so hard to make friends as an adult? I don't have a problem so far, but I know my dad, I see him having a problem with it. But
what would you tell us what he struggles with?
Well, I wouldn't say it's necessarily a struggle. It's just I remember asking him that question because I mean I have best friends. I have people who I speak to, try to every day, or just to see how they're doing, and then I see the majority of the year, probably 4 to 6 times. But I asked him one day, I was like, why don't you have a best friend? Why don't you hang out with this guy, your lawyer buddy? Because he went to law school at U of H and UT, and then he always had lawyer buddies, but then he didn't practice law, so I guess he lost touch with all those dudes because he doesn't practice law. And he's like, I just never really cared. And I think that's sad. You should.
Well, I got some good answers.
Yeah.
I was asking my clients of the week.
Yeah.
Younger and older. And I came up with some good ones.
Okay.
I did. So I asked.
Give me the least. The worst one. Sorry.
The worst one or the worst one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is the one that I actually got 3 times this week.
Okay.
Okay. And so it's the most popular one, and they said that it's because you're already settled in a routine.
Okay. And
it's harder to break that routine just to go out and to meet people, whether you're on a site or at a bar or at a restaurant. It's, you wake up, you're doing your breakfast thing, or your morning routine, you're off to work, and then after work, you're, either going to the gym or running errands.
Well, it sounds like all those activities you could be doing with somebody else.
Well, you could be, and you could be meeting people, but I mean, some people go to the gym because they want to zone out. They're not there to meet friends or meet people.
Some people.
So some people, yeah. But they said probably the routine is probably one of that was the number one that I got for the week, was a routine.
I had to fit people in.
Yeah.
Well, this is also people who probably don't really care to make friends.
I guess.
Do those people even say, like, I really am down about it, but I just don't have time for it?
Well, and that one goes to another thing, is that they feel that going out and making new friends, there can be drama brought with that. I had one of that. Someone said, like, the drama that comes with it.
Oh, people, knowing people?
Yeah,
There's always going to be some
the
type
other
of...
person's life and what's going on. You knowing yourself.
Look at this girl.
And I know, selfie.
How's the lighting in here, Gigi? Hey, if you guys wanted to get your portraits taken, we have a new photographer in the studio. Photos by G Unit.
G Unit.
G Unit. I actually really like photography, and I will
we're not switching topics. You're not.
No.
We're not switching topics.
No.
I was just
so being an adult. No, this is actually a really good one, I think.
Okay.
No, they're also, when you getting older and becoming an adult, there's more of a fear, I think, that sets in, and that's another. I got that one 2 times this week.
Fear
of a worry. When you're young in high school, you're like, I don't care, I'll meet whoever, like.
Well, no, there's more pressure in high school, like to be popular and to do that kind of thing.
But I'm saying that you have more of the response of, like, I don't really care what they think about me, like, whatever. But then when you get older, it's like more of like, well, this is, because you're settled in your ways. So it's like, well, this is me. And, of the actual connection, when you become friends with someone at a younger age, there's more of that easier connection than now being settled. I mean, that's what.
Well, that's just because you become too judgmental as you get older.
You're right.
Because, think about it, that's when people get into politics.
Right. Well, and then another one was that, this is actually Allie. I asked my business partner, and she said, well, another thing is that she has children, and so she's cautious of making new friends if they have children, not knowing of how they raise their children. Does she want her daughter and son to be growing up with this, new friends, family? And those are key things that you need to look at. I would agree with that.
Oh yeah, I remember when I was growing up.
Who do you want?
I don't think my parents even cared. I think they're like, yeah, go spend the night at this guy's house for a whole weekend. I'm like, okay.
Oh no,
well, you're the babyest of 5. So
yeah, so they're
that's
like,
how it happened for me.
They even told me that, like, we're too tired to deal with it.
Just
like,
all right. Well, just let me know you're safe.
My parents never let me do that. They said, if you want to hang out with your friends could come here. If you guys want to spend the night, they got to spend the night here. They would never let me spend the night anywhere.
I do recall one thing. I do remember one thing. Is my parents, they literally said, this is when I was probably in 8th grade, 7th grade. One of my buddies, I wanted to spend the night at his house because we were playing video games or whatever, but I remember them telling me they didn't feel comfortable because their parents were divorced. And I was like, is that really grounds to not let me go over there and have a good time?
Well, that's a horrible reason.
No, I
thought it was BS.
I understand, because my best friend growing up, her parents were divorced, and there was a lot more leeway, and we loved it, and we just ate it up, and we just did whatever we wanted.
Well, they got over it really fast because they realized how stupid it was. But I was like, wait a second, what? That's the only reason?
That is actually pretty pathetic, but parents will.
Well, back in the day, my parents are old school.
Well, but now it's more common, though. Even from I'm not older. I'm not old, I guess you would say.
I don't have any friends that are divorced yet.
I have some friends that are divorced, but
so my kids aren't going to hang out with those kids.
But nowadays, in 2014, I mean, that would be something that to look at the statistics of how many percentages of, sorry, I got just whatever.
What's going on? What's going on outside?
Divorce rates has
is that guy naked?
Degrees.
I'm just kidding.
He's running around with a clown suit on, slowly stripping off. No, my aunt just texted me, and she said that she thinks that as you get older, you have values you live by and want your friends to have similar values.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
well, that's what's the beautiful thing about the internet.
Yeah.
Is you can meet people online.
Thanks, Aunt Karen.
Yeah, that's how I met a bunch of my soccer buddies, because all of my friends that I knew, my immediate friends, they don't play soccer. They're like, what? Why do you want to play soccer? I'm like, I don't know, let's give it a try. So I went online and found some people in Houston who play soccer at different places, and I was like, do you mind if I tag along? And they're
that's
like,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, like similar interest and values. Values is very important to me. So yeah, that I would definitely say that's something. And even now, like, yes, I am younger, but I still am an adult. I've been in my career for 6 years, and I am cautious of who who I allow in my life at like a constant, you know, or all the time.
Well, one thing from my perspective, when you look at the older people in my life and their perspective of friends, like to me, I feel comfortable around all my friends. Like, so if I go visit them, I ask, like, can I just stay at your place? And I don't think any of our parents would be okay. Well, I mean, there might be certain cases, but I guarantee you my parents would never sleep at their friend's house.
Yeah.
It'd be more of like, oh, we're getting a hotel, or, you know, that kind of thing.
Right.
I'm like,
Well,
screw it. I'm hanging out with my friend. I'm going to sleep on the couch. I don't care.
And I think, too, is like, that's even just the change in generation. I mean, definitely. Well, your parents, you were just saying, you know, like, my mom doesn't have a lot of girlfriends. And if she sees them, they're probably, like, twice a year, once a year. But when she gets married, she's like, well, your father is my best friend, and that's who I want to hang out with when I go do things. And, you know, and they have a few, like, couple friends that they'll hang out with.
They have to have couples. It has to be paired.
Yeah,
you have
it has
to be paired.
Yeah, because
Total BS. Total
it has
BS.
to be, because if not, then, you know, it just doesn't work.
Well, that's always my favorite part when, like, one of my buddies gets married, because I was like, all right, she's got to be the same as him. So I got to get to know her. Got to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I like that, though. I always like getting to know the significant other of one of my close friends.
No, I do too. My best friend's husband, I love him to death. I do. And perfect match for her. And it's fun because I get along well with him. We can drive along. We can go have drinks. We did that one time. We were getting to know each other before they got married, and we drove around and we stopped at different bars and had a drink. And
That's real smart.
Well,
sounds like
it was over a period of time. No, and we thoroughly enjoyed it, and I love that. I love being able to connect in that group. And one day I hope that I can bring my spouse into it, and it'll match well. You know, I think so.
No, I'll just tell my spouse to deal with it. You can get over it. If you don't like them, get over it.
You know, it's funny because you say these things, but sometimes you're not living by them, and I love that about you. I love it.
What do you mean? Who don't?
Try adventuring and trying new things and just dealing with it. I just talked with you yesterday about traveling, and you're like, oh no, never travel.
No, you don't like to travel, Risky?
No, not at all.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't. I can't give you like a good reason that you're gonna take. I can just like, I just don't want to leave. I like where I am.
Well, I mean, I guess you kind of limit yourself on learning about different cultures then if you don't like to travel.
Well, he can just look it up online.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Not at all.
Have you ever left Texas?
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Mexico.
I think I've gone to about 32 of the states.
Oh, okay.
And
Have you ever been out
I've
of
been
the
to Mexico.
country?
Yeah, I've been out of the country.
So Mexico.
On a cruise.
Mexico
I went on a
doesn't
cruise.
really count.
Yeah, no, it didn't really count.
Did you enjoy that cruise?
It was kind of amazing that people do that. Like they have a big old ship where it's just one big party.
We do need to book a cruise.
We all
That's how you make
book
friends
one.
right there.
We all.
See,
need
I'm
to
not
book a cruise.
I'm not gonna commit to that.
Why?
Because I've already been on a cruise. I've done it.
Maybe you weren't on the right cruise.
I enjoyed it. I was with my family.
The right
I enjoyed it.
People.
With my cousins. I
have fun.
mean, I enjoyed my time with them. It was fun. But it's just not my idea. That's not.
Gigi, don't try. You're not gonna win.
That's okay. You know what? Risk it. We don't need you there. Switchblade and I'll have fun together.
I'm like a weekend guy. Like I'll drive anywhere I can drive in a weekend.
Yeah.
And then that's about as far as I'll go.
What's your favorite weekend destination?
This is a good topic.
Galveston.
Is there a good reason why?
Because that's where I kind of grew up going there on the weekends.
Okay.
Where in Galveston do you like to do?
What do I like to do?
Yeah, while you're there.
A lot of things. Go to the beach because my grandparents had a house by the beach. Shoot photography.
Fun.
Ride my bike. I've done a couple bike rides there, which is actually it's a really cool place. The only thing you have to clean your bike for like an hour afterwards. But but then like my buddies go fishing. I go with them on the boat. But I don't fish, so I just hang out and read, and that's what I like. I mean,
and you just tan.
Yeah, as you can tell.
Golden.
Yeah, you get that golden bronze.
Yeah. That was just a cool little place. Like go to the Strand and.
I agree. I think Galveston's a great place to go for the weekend.
Oh yeah.
It's something different, you know, to get out of the area.
It's like a whole nother ballpark from Conroe, Texas.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Conroe.
Well, okay, now that we're depressed by me not wanting to leave. All right, so we got a song coming up, right?
We do have a song.
Is it you want to introduce it or?
I would love to.
This looks awful. This looks absolutely awful.
So
you know, Gigi and her contemporaries.
Is this So Irate number 2? Is that what this is?
So Switchblade over here introduced me to an artist, and she actually took me to the House of Blues a few months ago, and she took me to a concert of someone who I've never heard before, ever. And I think it might have been the best concert I've ever gone to. So Switchblade said a couple weeks ago that, hey, this guy's coming to the House of Blues in a couple weeks. And I really think that you should listen to him. Listen to some of his work. See what you think, that we should definitely go. And so I went on Spotify, looked the guy up, played through his playlist, and this is my favorite song that I found, and it is Andrew Rip, and it's called Falling for the Beat.
Hello, I'm Bonita DeRosa, Animal Control Officer for the City of Willis. We invite you to tune in to Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 a.m. for the Willis Hour. On the first Thursday of the month, the Willis Hour will be covering upcoming events and news about the city. Join in the conversation with your city officials and other leaders in the community. On the third, we will be doing a recap of the last City Council meeting. The mission of the City of Willis is to provide high-quality services, accountability, and professional commitment to our citizens. We pledge to provide those who live, work, and visit our city an effective government that is open and responsive to the needs and values of the community. Again, we invite you to tune in on Lone Star Internet Radio every first and third Thursday of the month at 11 for the Willis Hour.
The Conroe YMCA's benchmark adaptive programming for kids and adults is Leap of Faith. Leap of Faith is an equine-assisted therapy program serving children and adults with adaptive needs. The riders in our Leap of Faith program are working to address and manage specific aspects of their lives impacted by illness, injury, or disability. The Leap of Faith program has experience working with riders who are living with attention deficit or other hyperactivity disorders, hearing impairments, visual impairments, developmental delays or disabilities, autism, Down syndrome, multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy, head traumas, brain injuries, and paralysis. Our program uses horseback riding to develop self-confidence and self-esteem, to increase upper and lower body strength, assist in respiratory issues, and establish a trusting relationship between the rider and their horse. Not only do these activities aid in the physical and mental development of the rider, but they also foster self-reliance and independence. For more information regarding our program, to become a rider, or to volunteer with a great group of people, please call our Welcome Center at 936-441-9622 or visit our website at www.ymcahouston.org/Conroe.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, I don't know about that. A little too cheesy for me.
Well,
It
the
is
music
not
video,
cheesy.
If the song by itself would be different, but the music video was a little like I love the song, but the music video is a little.
Okay, so the music video is not that great, but
Okay.
the song itself
Okay.
is awesome.
You're listening to the Switch Hour on Lone Star, and we keep forgetting that, so I do.
Yeah.
You're listening to Switch Hour on Lone Star Internet Radio. We're here every Friday at 9 o'clock talking about whatever the heck we want to talk about. And today's show is pretty good.
Yeah, I had
Pretty
a fun
good.
time.
So good.
I've had a beautiful morning.
Yeah, it's good. Good.
I was walking on sunshine this morning. so-
Well, I can't. I'm still kind of upset. I'm going to be upset with you until next Friday.
That's
G
fine.
Unit.
You know what? Next Friday I will appear. But this week it's not my week.
All right. You make it sound so serious.
This is not my week. It's not my week of choice.
So serious.
It is not my week.
Well, you know what? One thing we're going to talk about next week. I know what I want to talk about is how we listen to our music, how we store it, and where we keep it. Because I know I met somebody for the first time that doesn't have a computer.
What?
Yeah, I was really weirded out by it because they mentioned something about a song.
It's like you don't even have an email?
Well, no, they do everything through their tablet. They have a tablet, not a computer, not a laptop or a desktop. They have a iPad.
Okay.
And that's how they do everything. handle everything, and they have a phone. And to me, that was crazy because I have, I think, over 200 gigs of music. And I'm like, I can't. I back it up. I got to have my music. I go, how do you keep all their music? And she's just like, no, I just do Spotify. They pay the subscription for Spotify. Because you can download.
I highly think Spotify
you can download
is worth
Spotify
it.
though, right? You can download the songs. That's what she was showing me. So you can actually download. Well, for your phone, like you can actually download a certain amount of songs to your phone, so you have it on your phone.
Yeah, but if you are paying for Spotify, why would you need to download it when you can have it all the time?
Well, because if you don't have access to the internet.
Wow.
There you go.
That's good.
So.
Well, I'm looking forward to discuss this next week.
Because that was big to me. I was like, whoa, you don't even buy CDs? And like, I haven't bought a CD in 10 years.
Crazy.
Well, what I don't get is how do they have an iPad and they don't have a computer to back it up to? Because every so often...
iCloud. You do it to the iCloud.
Well, no, every so often a message will come up on I have an iPad, and it'll say, this iPad hasn't been backed up in 2 weeks. You need to back it up.
You back it up to the iCloud.
Well,
she pays for that.
Okay, well, then how does she get on iCloud?
Through the internet.
Through her iPad?
Yes. I don't understand. Oh,
okay,
I forget who I'm talking to.
But this will be next week.
Yeah, you're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm really disappointed in you, audience. Y'all never told me how to make friends when I get older.
I know.
I think it's kind of I'm lost now. I'm not gonna have any friends because of you.
You know what? I have to chime in on this real quick. It's harder to make friends because you really do get a little more senile as you get older.
Then I just
Richard's still struggling with it now.
Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Riskets, you're totally struggling.
I've been like that since I was like 6 years old. So I'm dealing with it. Man, everyone's taking pictures of themselves. It's so weird.
We're Snapchatting.
Right. You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. Here's a little bit of Randy Rogers Band. Speak of the Devil. You're listening to Lone Star Internet Radio. Bye. Bye.
God, I hate this.
Hey everyone, this is Tina, your host from Retro Saturdays. I wanted to invite you to visit the Lone Star Studios here in downtown Conroe, Texas. We're all volunteers here, and we need your help in serving the Montgomery County area. Radio media is a fun field to be in. Lone Star Internet Radio serves Montgomery County with news, current events, local programming, and of course, music. If you are interested in volunteering and sharing your talents in media, go to irlonestar.com and let us hear from you. Lone Star Internet Radio, serving Montgomery County from the heart of downtown Conroe.